Ladies and gentlemen, he's an international comedian. He's toured with George Lopez, Dave Chappelle. He's written for the George Lopez Show. He's the founder of Allah Made Me Funny, the original Muslim comedy tour. Welcome to the stage, Preacher Moss. So much better. How you doing, Muslims? You doing all right? You better start laughing, because I take this job seriously. You're not laughing the way I think you're supposed to be laughing. I'm going to stop the show. We're going to start fundraising.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome everyone to tonight's presentation. Our actors this evening will try their very best through acting to highlight some practical ways in which we as Muslim youths can portray Islam in a positive way, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum, class. There's a hadith that states mannerism should bring you closer to people and closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also said in chapter 22, verse 30, don't lie. And in chapter 49, verse 26, don't backbite. Now I'll ask you guys a few questions, inshallah. How can we be good to our parents? Yes, Isa?
By making chicken curry and darling rice for them.
Anyone else? Yes, Ibrahim?
By making them yell and chasing us out of the house with a broomstick.
Oh, I feel bad for you, but... anyone else for that question? Yes, Colin?
By being respectful and kind.
MashaAllah, Colin. I like your answer. Now, class, listen up. I have another question for you. Do you think our youths are doing a good job at representing what Islam really is? Yes, Hamza?
Yes. I believe that we are doing a splendid job at representing what Islam really is. We listen to our mothers and our parents, and we go to the masjid while cooking and cleaning.
Okay, good answer, I guess. Anyone else? Yes? Zach, go ahead.
No, I do not think they are doing a good job. I go to a public school, and Muslim boys and girls are ashamed to be known as Muslims. They do not say salam to each other or encourage each other to fast during the month of Ramadan.
MashaAllah, great responses. Inshallah, for our next class, I would like all of you guys to think of ways we could be better Muslims. Assalamu alaikum.
What is up, Isa?
What's up, Neil?
I am doing just fine. How are you?
I'm really good.
That class was extremely hard.
I know, right?
I just want to ask you one tiny question. Why is it that Muslims are always saying that Islam is always the best and it's a way of peace, but then I see them smoking and drinking and partying?
Well, first of all, it's Muslims, not Muslims. And second of all, once you follow the Quran and its teachings, you will see that not all Muslims are bad. If you would like, I could show you the way of life of how some Muslims behave, and you will see that not all Muslims are bad.
Yes, that would be simply delicious.
Let us look at the bad behavior of, like, for example, gossiping and backbiting.
They actually do that?
Hey Khalid, did you see Adam's ugly and old clothes? I heard that his mom got his shoes from Payless. I'm sure every single thing that he wears comes from the trash can.
Ha ha ha! You are so right, Ibrahim. Tomorrow I'll tell you about Abdul's funny accent. Now, Neil, let us look at the proper behavior.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
I am so glad that we could meet today. I have been thinking of ways that we could better our community. I have been thinking that we could start a food drive here at the masjid. What do you think?
Yes, alhamdulillah, I was thinking the same thing too. I have a couple of my friends that can help you if you want.
Oh, that's cool.
So Neil, as you could see, that was the bad and proper behavior how Muslims behave.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. There was merriment and joy, a smile on the face of every girl and boy. The streets of Yathrib welcomed him, the Prophet of Allah, Muhammad, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. A full white moon shone down upon the land, rising from the valleys between hills of sand. Being grateful to Allah was the Prophet's command, spreading peace through the streets of Medina. Medina to Nabi, Medina to Nabi. The city of the Prophet is like home to me. I traveled through the world, but I doubt that I would see a city with such wonder as Medina.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'll be singing the nasheed among the confusion. I the confusion chaos and the pain. I imagine Muhammad was his name, and walking with nothing but Allah as his aid. And the mark of a prophet between his shoulder blades. In a cave in Mount Hira, the revelation came. Read, O Muhammad, read in Allah's name. May the blessings of Allah be on our Mustafa. Nabi Saitir Qurabina Mustafa. Muhammad, peace be upon his soul. The greatest of prophets, Islam was his only goal. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Amongst all the prophets, Muhammad was the last, as his was the mission of the greatest task. There was only more only generation, people come to idol adoration. For all nations he was al-Muhtar, so was he praised by Allah and Ghaffar. The bearer of glad tidings, al-Bashir, leading into light as Siraj and Munir. Muhammad, peace be upon his soul. The greatest of prophets, Islam was his only goal. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. بلغ الأولى بكمائه، كشف الدجى بجمائه، حسنت جميع خصاله، صلوا عليه وآله. Muhammad, peace be upon his soul. The greatest of prophets, Islam was his only goal. Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Assalamu alaikum. Today we're doing a skit.
Costello, what's the idea of coming in here in those overalls and a straw hat?
These are my gardening clothes. I've been out and working in the garden all morning, and I planted 2 acres of mashed potatoes.
How can you plant mashed potatoes?
I use a hammer.
I bet you're some gardener. What else did you plant?
I planted a row of onions and radishes. Then I put in some peas and some radishes, some lettuce in another row of radishes, some beans in another row of radishes.
Wait a minute. Why did you put every other row of radishes?
I can't help it. Radishes always repeat on me.
Oh, let's drop the radishes.
It won't do any good. They'll only come right up again.
Look, Costello, didn't you plant any tomatoes?
Yeah, I planted a row of tomatoes 1 inch apart.
Costello, that's too close together. It'll squeeze the tomatoes into a funny shape.
So what?
Did you ever see a short, fat tomato?
Yes, I danced with one last night at the Palladium.
Oh, talk sense, Costello. How's the dirt around your place?
I don't know. I haven't heard any lately.
No, I'm talking about the soil. What state is your soil in?
In the state of California, you dummy.
No,
no, I'm talking about the condition of the ground. How's the dirt?
It's no good. It's full of worms.
I'm trying to find out if you have any weeds.
Boy, have I got weeds. I spent an hour this morning pulling on a big piece of double grass. And I pulled and pulled and pulled.
What happened?
Finally, the devil came up and said, "Look, Costello, when I want you, I'll send for you."
Listen, Costello, I better help you. What are you putting in those 2 acres in the back of the barn?
I'm putting the whole thing in Mexican jumping beans. And they grow up, I'll feed the Mexican jumping beans to the cow. It makes the cow easier to milk.
Makes the cow easier to milk?
Sure. When the cow is full of Mexican jumping beans, I just grab a hold and hang on to the cow, jumps up and down.
Costello, you don't know the first thing about gardening.
I don't have to know anything about it. I got a seed catalog.
I'd like to see it. Where do you keep it?
The same place everybody keeps a catalog. In the library. Well, I gotta leave now, Evan. I got to go out in the orchard and hang prunes on all the orange trees.
Hang prunes on your orange trees? Who told you to do that?
My uncle, Artie Stebbins, he said my orange tree needs pruning.
What a dope. Your uncle meant you should get a ladder and saw the limbs. Did you saw the limbs?
Certainly I saw the limbs. They were hanging right in front of me.
No, I meant, did you saw the limbs off the tree?
No, I saw the limbs on the tree.
Costello, when I say saw, I don't mean the kind of saw you saw when you see. I mean saw like you saw when you saw. And it has nothing to do with the saw you saw when you see.
Oh, when you say saw, you don't mean the kind of saw I saw when I see. You mean the kind of saw I see when I saw, but you mean the kind of see I saw when I don't see the saw like I see, and I see and I saw. Evan, get me off the seesaw. I'm getting seesaw sick.
Look, Costello, I'm trying to tell you that your tree needs trimming. You've got to trim it before the sap rises.
I gotta trim it before the sap rises.
That's right.
What time do they get up?
Please, Costello, if you want to have good oranges, you've not only got to trim the tree, but you must put a smudge pot under it.
A what?
A smudge pot. Don't you know what a smudge pot is?
Sure. A smudge pot is a tin can that smokes and burns oil, and you can find them on any carol lot in Hollywood.
Skip it. Tell me, what kind of oranges grow on your trees?
The regular ones, the round ones.
Are they Valencias or navel oranges?
They're navel oranges.
How do you know?
I saw a sailor picking one.
How can you be so stupid? You can tell the difference between oranges by the color of the juice. Did you ever squeeze one of your oranges?
Yeah.
What came out?
Milk.
Milk? How could your oranges have milk in them?
I got the tree from a nursery.
Costello, come with me. We're going out in the backyard and look at your orange tree. Thank you.
Thank
Sounds
you.
like a-
Okay, I'm back. But I'm back with something different. Now I'll be imitating a word Muhammad spoken called Back to the Future. Let's begin. Bismillah.
I come from the future the world has yet to see, where the moment you are living in is ancient history, where the pages have been written and the story is complete, where the pen has been lifted and everything has been decreed, where the prophecies of prophets have been prophesied in your pockets, where the gospels have been hostile to fossils or apostles. I come from the future where anything is possible, and only the impossible is classified as plausible, where living free is not a goal, where liberty is how we roll, where justice is not just for those who just got dough, where students of knowledge learn at schools in Harlem, where we pay scholars the same amount we pay doctors, where slander and gossip are just not options, where all the masajid are packed that fudge, where you can hear the azan coming from the Eiffel Tower. I come from the future where kids don't want to be like Mike, they want to be like Abu Bakr, Uthman ibn Affan, and Ali ibn Abu Talib ibn Amr, where being illiterate is unheard of, and ignorance is like murder, where you flip pages instead of flipping burgers. I come from the future where it is a crime to slander a chaste woman, and they don't chase women, they lower their gauges when they see us coming. Out of respect for her amazingness, her status has been raised in this dunya, a queen of the deen planting the seeds of this ummah. I come from the future where the Khalifa is the man restoring order across the border, preventing fitna on the land, where people understand and follow everything he says, even if he was an Abyssinian Zakat keeps the poor paid as the crime begins to fade. There is no interest in interest, so debts finally get repaid. The stock market decays. Emphasis is placed on trade. Banks slowly go away. Now there's barakah in what you save. I come from the future where human lives cannot be replaced, and it's more pleasing to Allah that we call them to His faith. But no matter what they say, we will never feel ashamed because Muhammad is still the world's most popular name. I come from the future where the Tao has been unleashed, and His call has been forwarded live from sea to sea, where we can still see the lessons in our history. Feed a tiny seed, becoming a tree, feeding our revolutionaries. Again, becoming the Ottomans, we will rise from beneath the dust and defeat the scandalous. They couldn't handle us in Andalus. Action-packed before the movie Salahuddin al-Ayyubi, giving this world what it needs, another Harun al-Rashid. I come from the future you will not see on TV. This revolution will not be broadcast live on HD. Please believe in this fact. Tomorrow is your task. I come from the future, but don't worry, I'll be back. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.